All right, let's dive in. We're going deep on Yatra Online Ltd today.
Their Q2 FY25 results just dropped.
Yeah, and we've got a whole stack of stuff to unpack.
A lot to cover.
We've got the press release.
Letter to the National Stock Exchange of India.
Oh, and we've even snagged their investor presentation.
Very visual, that one.
So by the time we're done, you'll be fluent in the Indian travel market.
You'll know what Yatra's doing and why it matters.
Exactly. No drowning in financial jargon here.
I make sure of it.
Okay, so one thing jumped out at me right away.
Revenue.
Yatra's revenue. It's up a huge 151% year over year.
Hit a massive INR 2,364 million.
Is that all organic, or is there something else going on?
Good question. Well, the market's definitely healthy, but Yatra's acquisition of Globe Travels is a big factor here.
Right, Globe Travels, they were big in corporate travel.
Yeah, so that's definitely boosting their revenue.
So how's their core business doing?
Their hotels and packages are booming.
Really?
Shows growth beyond just the acquisition. Plus, they've been rolling out new products, too.
Oh, right, like that,
That AI thing.
yeah, the AI-powered expense management. Hold on.
I know. Sounds fancy.
Explain it like I'm still using a paper map.
Okay, so imagine you're on a business trip juggling all these receipts.
Ugh, the worst.
Yatra's AI takes care of all that.
Really?
It tracks your spending, categorizes it, even integrates with your company's accounting system.
Whoa, so it's not just flights and hotels anymore.
Nope, it's the whole business travel experience streamlined.
I can see why they snagged all those new corporate accounts.
It's part of their go-to-market approach.
Yeah,
They're targeting both business and leisure travel, wider reach.
diversifying their portfolio? Smart.
But
What about businesses who aren't as tech-savvy? Is this too niche?
yeah, that's a valid point. They need to find that balance.
Right. Got to keep everyone on board, so big picture.
Mm-hmm.
Why should the average person care about all this?
Because this isn't just about one company. It's a window into the Indian travel market.
Which is,
It's exploding. We're talking a projected USD 10.5 billion IMEE market by 2030.
whoa. AME-CE, remind me.
Meetings, incentives, conferences, exhibitions,
Right.
big events, lots of business travel, tons of spending.
Got it.
And Yatra's diving headfirst into that.
With their corporate travel dominance, too.
Exactly. They're in a prime position to capitalize on this.
Okay, now this is getting interesting. A company strategically placed in a booming market.
Exactly.
And they're not just riding the wave, they're trying to shape it.
With their tech-forward approach, you see that scheme of amalgamation they're planning.
Scheme of what now?
It's basically merging different parts of their business for better efficiency.
Okay, less jargon, more results. How's this help the average traveler?
Think smoother bookings, better customer service, maybe even lower prices.
I like the sound of that.
And for investors, it shows they're focused on long-term growth, not just quick fixes.
So it's not just about bigger numbers, it's about a better experience for everyone.
Exactly, a holistic approach.
I like it. And that extends to their sustainability efforts too, right?
Right.
EV cabs, carbon footprint tracking. But does that really make a difference?
Well, it's a step in the right direction. The travel industry does have a big environmental impact.
True. But are they really walking the walk or just talking the talk?
We'll be digging into that more after the break.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We'll unpack those sustainability efforts in detail.
You don't want to miss it.
We'll be right back. So before the break, we were talking about Yatra's sustainability push.
Yeah, and I was kind of skeptical. Are they really walking the walk?
Well, take their EV cab initiative. It's not just a feel-good thing. They're partnering with transportation providers.
To be what?
To get more electric vehicles on the road for airport transfers, city commutes.
So they're using their leverage to make the whole network greener.
Exactly.
Okay, that's cool. What about the carbon footprint trackers for flights? How do those even work?
Think of it like a personalized emissions calculator. When you book a flight, it analyzes the route, the plane, all that,
Yeah.
to estimate the emissions for your trip.
So you can see your impact.
And make informed choices. Maybe pick a greener flight or even consider other ways to travel.
So it's about giving travelers more control.
Exactly. Transparency and empowering people to make conscious decisions.
But are they doing anything beyond individual choices?
Oh.
Like tackling those bigger industry issues?
Yeah, they're working on that too.
Yeah.
They're partnering with airlines and hotels that are committed to sustainability.
Oh, interesting.
And they're investing in renewable energy to power their own operations.
So it's a multi-pronged approach.
Consumer choices, industry collaboration, and their own practices.
Okay, they're weaving sustainability into their whole business model.
Exactly, and it aligns with a growing trend.
What trend?
Consumers, especially younger ones, they care about sustainability.
Yeah, that's true.
Yatra's not just responding, they're leading the charge.
It's good business sense, too, attracting those conscious travelers.
Absolutely.
Okay, but let's talk money. Revenue and growth is one thing. But,
Profitability.
yeah, are they actually making money?
Their adjusted EBITDA for Q2 was INR 136 million.
EBITDA.
Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization.
Okay, in English.
It shows how much profit they're making from their core business.
Got it, so higher is better.
Yep. It means their model is working, they're efficient,
Right.
and their net profit for the quarter was INR 73 million.
So they're in the black.
Big time. A year ago, they actually reported a loss.
Wow, from red to black in a year. That's impressive.
It shows their strategic decisions are paying off.
What drove that turnaround?
Well, remember their investment in that tech platform.
Well, one that's supposed to make everything smoother.
That's the one. It's streamlining operations, reducing costs.
So they're using tech to boost their bottom line.
Exactly. It's like a well-oiled machine powered by data.
I like it. Anything else?
They also reduce their ESOP costs.
ESOPs.
Employees' stock ownership plans. It's how they compensate employees with stock.
Right.
It can be good for attracting talent, but it impacts their financials.
So by reducing those costs...
They free up more capital to reinvest or give back to shareholders.
Smart move. What else?
Well, they also made some savvy investments in term deposits.
There's deposits.
It's like a savings account, but with a fixed term and interest rate.
Okay.
They generated a good chunk of interest income, boosting their profit even more.
So they're making their cash work for them.
Exactly. It shows financial prudence.
Okay, so they're making money, managing costs. But what about debt?
They've actually slashed their gross debt.
By how much?
From INR 1,742 million in September last year to INR 277 million now.
Wow, they're getting their financial house in order.
It's a good sign for investors, shows their focus on the long term.
Any other numbers we should know?
Well, their diluted earnings per share, or EPS, came in at INR 0.5.
EPS. That's...
How much profit each share of stock is generating.
Right. So higher is better.
Usually means a higher stock price, too.
Good news for the shareholders, then. But it's not just about the numbers, is it?
Nope. It's about making smart decisions, building for the future.
They're playing the long game.
Investing in tech, expanding into growing markets, all while managing their finances well.
It's working, but they're not the only ones in the Indian travel market, right?
You're right. They've got competition.
So how do they stack up?
That's a great question, and one we'll tackle after a quick break. Stay with us.
Okay, so we're back and ready to tackle those rivals.
Competition is fierce in the Indian travel market.
Yeah, you've got big names like Make My Trip and Clear Trip, right?
They're all fighting for the same customers.
Plus those new startups trying to disrupt everything.
It's a dynamic landscape for sure.
So how's Yatra staying ahead? Are they just slashing prices?
It's more than just a price war. They're building a whole travel ecosystem.
What does that even mean?
It's a one-stop shop for everything travel-related.
Okay, like what?
Flights, hotels, holiday packages, travel insurance, you name it.
So it's all about convenience.
Yeah, a seamless experience across the board.
But are they making sure everyone can use it?
Good point. We talked about that risk of being too tech-focused.
Yeah, alienating those who aren't as comfortable online.
They're being careful about that.
How so?
They're using cutting-edge tech, but keeping it user-friendly.
So anyone can book a trip, even your grandma.
Exactly. And they offer different ways to get help.
Yeah.
Phone, email, chat support, whatever works best for the customer.
Okay, so they're not forgetting the human touch.
Right. Technology is great,
Yeah.
but customer service still matters.
It does. But what about those old school travel agencies?
You mean the ones with storefronts?
Yeah, are they still a threat in this digital age?
They're facing challenges for sure. Adapting to the online world is tough.
Right.
But they still have a presence, especially in areas with less internet access.
So Yatra's just ignoring them?
Actually, they're partnering with some of them,
Really?
giving them access to Yatra's tech and inventory.
Interesting. So it's not about destroying the competition.
It's about finding ways to work together, adapt, and evolve.
A rising tide lifts all boats. All right, let's look ahead now.
Big picture.
We've analyzed their performance, their strategies, the challenges.
What's the verdict?
Yeah. Are you bullish on Yatra's future?
I am. They've got a solid foundation.
Meaning?
Strong management, clear vision, healthy financials. They're making smart moves.
And they're not just reacting, they're shaping the market.
Exactly. They're not just riding the wave, they're building the surfboard.
Love that analogy. Well, there you have it, folks.
That's our deep dive on Yatra.
We covered a lot. Their growth, their acquisitions.
New products, sustainability, and how they're handling the competition.
But before we go, we want to leave you with a question to ponder.
One for the road.
Yatra's embracing AI, pushing for eco-friendly travel.
How do you think technology will change travel in the next decade?
Let us know your thoughts, and if you want to dig deeper,
Check out the links to all the source materials in the description.
thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
See you next time.